Should we get started then?
Why not? So I'm just going to do a little clap so that I can...
Don't do a clap too loud.
I won't. I'll just do like a loud enough clap that...
Just don't wake up the baby.
Was that super soft?
I think so. All right. Cue Freya crying. But let's get started.
Okay.
All right. Hey guys, and welcome to our first and hopefully not our last podcast. We will be covering all things life, parenting, and a little bit of behind the scenes to our previous YouTube video that would have been released before this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, just gonna jump right into it and talk about the daily vlogs that we set out to do, which was quite the challenge.
Mm-hmm.
Moving to a new country and jumping full in.
Yeah, we had decided to do a 30-day daily vlog challenge. We spoke about it before we left to move to Mauritius, and then when we got here, we were like, should we do it? So we gave ourselves, maybe like 2 months to get settled, maybe like 6 weeks to get settled.
Yeah.
We got COVID. That was fun.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, moved into a new place.
We moved into the new place and we got COVID like the same day.
Yeah, all three of us, the whole family, we all got COVID. I remember I was at a McDonald's and I was like, man, the McDonald's in Mauritius just tastes so bland. I was like, I can barely taste this burger. I can barely taste these fries. Turns out it was COVID and I couldn't taste anything.
So we were in a new country, a new house, and we were stuck. Thankfully, we had some family that could deliver us some food. But
yeah, so during that time, we spoke about what can get the creative juices flowing, what can kind of get us on the road to making more content. And we had said, well, let's do this 30-day daily vlog challenge.
Yeah, I think we both kind of had, I don't know, fears behind it going in the beginning. Like, are we going to be able to do it? But we kind of we both like a challenge.
Yeah. we like a challenge. I'm generally more realistic in terms of my outlook, and Danae is definitely an optimist.
Mm-hmm.
She
through and through.
Yeah, so she sees the best in everything. She believes everything's going to work and there's not going to be any problems. Everything's going to turn out great.
I'm also like a procrastinator. So those two things combined make it really difficult. But anyways, so we set out to do the challenge and we produced we just, I think, posted our 11th vlog.
Yeah.
It was a little bit out of sequence because you did have to travel.
So yeah, I traveled for a week. I had a business project thing that I needed to go and do. I flew to Nigeria for a week.
Was that fun?
It was fun.
How was Nigeria?
Nigeria was interesting. It's one of the most populated countries in Africa, so I was not used to the sheer amount of people that would be there. If you've been to Nigeria, you'll know what I'm talking about. You leave the airport and you just go, wow, there's people everywhere. But it was good. Got through the project, made my way back. And yeah, after I landed, we kind of discussed our daily vlog in inverted commas.
And what that looks like moving forward.
Yeah.
So I think it's safe to say that we failed the daily vlog challenge and we're not going to try to hide it.
Yeah, we're just going to own it. We failed. We weren't able to produce a daily vlog. It is a lot more difficult than we were anticipating.
Even with I think we spoke previously in a video that moving to Mauritius, like your work, it looks different now that you're able to have more time. And one of the reasons why we wanted to have more time, obviously spending time as a family and getting out and doing stuff, but was also to have a creative outlet, one of which being YouTube. But even with that more time, it still wasn't enough.
Yeah, more time didn't actually mean enough time. I think, filming and editing a video every day while you're trying to raise a toddler and have a marriage and also have a job And, I have other work to do as well. So
yeah,
it was a lot.
It was a lot. Like we were editing every single night and going to bed probably like past midnight.
Every night,
like 1 a.m. uploading a video.
Yeah, there were times where we were like exhausted, sitting in bed waiting for video to upload at like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. So I think we just kind of realized once Bruce was going and had to leave, we had to put pause anyways.
Yeah.
And we just realized that like, wait a second, even though we love creating these videos and it's been such an amazing challenge, we don't feel like we're seeing each other much, which is kind of why we're supposed to be here, is to be able to get more time together. So when we were out filming, that was like super fun, but actually editing, and I think any YouTuber out there, content creator, can relate that the editing is the hard part of creating content.
Yeah.
But I think we just realized like, wow, like every night we're editing and we're really not getting much time together. Like when Freya goes to sleep, I think any parent knows like that's your time. That's your time to be together. Even if it's just, I honestly was just like, I just want to watch a series.
Yeah.
I just want to chill and watch a series. I don't want to edit. So that being said, we're happy. Well, we're not happy, but we're saying it. We failed the challenge, but we're not giving up. We're just not going to be doing daily vlogs. We're still trying to aim for the 30 videos.
Yeah. So what we've done is we've just changed the words. So it's no longer a 30-day daily vlog challenge. It is just a 30 vlog challenge.
Which it will actually be huge for us because we started this channel, I think it was actually exactly 3 years ago, like, I don't know, a week or two ago back. But yeah, we started this channel like 3 years ago with the hopes of being able to create videos every week, and we've talked about it before, but we just haven't ever had the actual time to do it. Yeah. So I think the fact that creating 30 videos even if it's within 60 days, like that will still be huge for us as creators to actually be like, wow. I mean, that'll be more videos than we currently have on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we created more videos in the last like 2 weeks than we would usually create in a year.
Yeah. So I think,
originally the idea was to do 30 videos in 30 days. But the fact that we've done like 10 videos in 2 weeks is
still huge.
Pretty huge, pretty amazing for us.
Yeah. So, I mean, we're stoked with that. I think looking back on those videos, looking back on any videos we've ever posted, like I love looking back, especially with Freya, and seeing how much she's grown and changed. Like if you look back on the videos from last year when we went to New York and she was so little.
Yeah, she was tiny.
Also, if you haven't watched that video, you should watch it because it's adorable. Freya running into Bruce's arms after not seeing him for a week. And it was just the cutest thing. What did you say? Like, Dada or something.
I can't remember.
It was so cute. Anyways. So yeah. So I think still proud of ourselves.
It's funny. We created one of the first daily vlog videos we created was healthy rhythms. And the daily vlog became the thing that was preventing us from having
healthy rhythms. That's actually a really good point.
Yeah.
So we are so like wanting healthy rhythms that we have to actually make changes that we had set in place. So, I mean, you live and learn, and I think that's life. You have to say, I made a mistake. This isn't working for us.
Yeah.
And if something's not working for you, I think there's a fear of failing.
And being judged maybe.
And being judged by other people, being like, you guys failed. But actually, I think at the end of the day, you have to do what's best for your family. And if that's not working for you, then it's okay sometimes to fail in something. That brings me to the next point, which is, what do you think we've learned through this whole process?
I think, to be honest, I kind of feel like we've gotten better at kind of just vlogging. I kind of came away from that feeling like more confident, I guess, being in front of a camera, talking in front of the camera, even just walking around in front of people with a camera. I used to hate that.
Yeah, I don't know. If you've never done it, then, or if you've done it, then you'll know. Like, it can be a little bit awkward when people are around you looking at you and you're like holding a camera in front of your face. It's like talking there. Like, there's those people again going at it.
Yeah, exactly.
What are it? Vloggers in the wild or something?
Yeah, influencers in the wild. You should have a look at that Instagram account. It's great. So that's one thing that I took away from it. Just you?
I think just the fact that we can do it. I was just proud of ourselves. I was proud that we set out to, we didn't succeed fully, but we set out to do something and we followed through in a sense and created some videos. And I really just enjoyed, I guess I enjoyed making content with you.
Yeah,
I think it's
cool.
A fun outlet for the two of us to work on something creatively together. And I would say like you and I, actually, we enjoy working together.
Yeah, we do. And we work well together, actually.
Yeah, whenever we've had a chance to do it. I think back in Dubai, we worked on a product shoot. And like I loved that project with you.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And it was so cool to see like the photos come through and how the products looked, and then I was super proud of it. So I love whenever I get a chance to work with you on something. So this is something that's fun to work on together, and it's also our life. So it's like a no-brainer.
It pushes us as well. It pushes us to kind of do things, to get out and explore.
So I think left in our own devices, like, we're quite like chilled people. So although we love adventure and like going out and seeing new places and stuff, like once we can easily kind of get into like a routine that is in our own little bubble. So I think it helps us to push ourselves out more, to travel more, to, do more adventures and stuff, which we want to do, but we don't always do. So I think it's a good, healthy rhythm. I'm getting us into that. Okay, moving on from the 30-day vlogs, as we're calling them now.
30 vlogs.
30 vlogs. Let's talk about the last video and the sad demise of the drone.
Yeah. Oh, man. It was, I don't know. Danae's often been like, she's been the one that's been a bit like worried whenever I fly the drone over the water. So,
every time.
Yeah, every time she's like, oh my gosh, like,
I'm like, where is it? How far is it? I can't see it.
Yeah.
Like, is it just going to drop from the sky?
Well, I was under the impression that drones, especially DJI drones, they have like sensors and stuff that prevent them from just randomly flying into things or crashing. But apparently when it comes to water, the sensor doesn't see the water, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
let's take it back a little bit.
Yeah.
Flying the drone. It was getting some, if you watch the video, we'll link it below. It was getting some amazing shots. Like, we're like, this is great. It was such a beautiful destination, having a great time. And Bruce is like, let's go under it. So like, cool. Let's go under it. This will be a cool shot.
Well, actually, you said...
Okay, no, you're right. Go
you
on.
said, I really want to get a shot with the mountain in the background.
Yes, and us like flying towards the drone.
Yeah,
That's
and
right.
us kind of like kayaking towards the drone.
Flying. Did I say flying?
You said flying, yeah.
Kayaking towards the drone.
So I hovered the drone probably like 6 feet above the water.
Is there like a minimum, like you're supposed to have it?
I wonder if, I know that like it has like an auto land feature when it gets to like a certain height above the ground.
I wonder if that
maybe
was
that's
it.
what happened. But I know it was higher than that because I went completely under it with like paddles.
Yeah,
so
maybe
it was like 7-8 feet above the water. So it was definitely high enough where it wasn't too close to the water. Anyways, it was high enough for us to go under.
So we then start going, and then Bruce is like, let's go under it.
Yeah.
And then he's like, don't hit it with the paddle, he said. So I was like, cool, I'm not going to hit it with the paddle. Do not want to hit this drone.
Yeah.
That would suck. And as we go under it, I then look back and I just see this drone descending.
All by itself. It just decided it wants to land in the water.
And I should have, looking back, I should have said to Bruce, like, up, like take it up. Because he could have potentially then just pushed the button and gone up, right?
Yeah, it was behind me. We had gone under the drone and I hadn't seen it.
And instead I'm like, it's going down. I was like panicking. And then Bruce panicked and jumped or fell. I don't know what happened. Did you jump or did you fall?
It was a bit of both. Yeah, so I kind of like, instinct just took over, and I kind of threw myself out of the kayak to try and get to the drone before it fell into the water. Unfortunately, I wasn't quick enough, and it was just a little bit too far away for me to actually get there. And in the process, dropped the control as well, and Danae's phone.
Yeah,
which
my phone wasn't, because you left your phone in the car, and you were like, "Oh no, I left my phone." Then we were like, thankfully we have my phone, but my phone was fine.
Phone was fine. iPhones are great underwater, whatever. But
drones not so much.
Drones not so much. So yeah. Anyways, fished it off the bottom of the ocean,
which wasn't that far.
Which wasn't very deep, but it's probably only like waist deep.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've got the control, and it kind of bummed us out a little bit.
Yeah,
probably more me.
Yeah. How did you feel? Because I didn't like ask you directly. Freya was actually quite distressed about the whole situation, because I think she was more distressed about you falling out of the kayak than
that's true.
the drone.
Yeah.
She actually just talked about it like the past week.
Yeah, she has. It's kind of like a core memory for her.
We've damaged our child.
How did I feel about it? I mean, at the end of the day, it's stuff. So I'm not upset about it. It's, you can't take drones with you into the afterlife. So I'm not too stressed about it.
I also think like for anyone who has a drone and uses it frequently, like you're going to lose a drone eventually. It's almost like it's going to happen.
It's like a rite of passage. Yeah.
Yeah. So congratulations.
Yeah. Thanks. I've heard so many stories of people flying their drone into the ocean and never retrieving it. Thankfully, I got the SD card out, and we managed to get all but one file.
Yeah. Imagine if we didn't.
It backed up, actually.
Yeah.
It had backed up on your phone, so that the actual shot of the drone crashing into the water we have.
Yeah. I mean, I think it would have been so sad if we had lost all the footage.
Oh my gosh.
It would have just been like a pointless excursion. Well, it would have been a pointless excursion because we still had the experience.
Yeah.
But taking the drone out would have felt very pointless, and then losing it. Yeah. So, I mean, I thought you handled it quite well.
Thanks.
Losing the drone.
Yeah, I mean, these things happen. You're going to reverse your car into something. You're going to lose a drone. You're going to drop your computer off your lap. There's things that are going to happen,
Yeah.
And so, we'll just have to go and find a new one.
All those things I think you've done.
Yes, I have done all of those things.
So no more drone, but we are looking into getting another one because we want to show you guys just the scale and epicness of Mauritius. And I feel like we need a drone in order to do that. You just can't capture the beauty without that just wide shot of these mountains like vistas, and vistas. It's just, as if you've been watching our videos, it's just been absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
And we're loving seeing those shots ourselves. It's just been so cool. So we're shopping for a new drone.
There's not that many places to buy drones in Mauritius. Probably only one or two places. Yeah, and you can't buy things online. Yeah. Well, you can, but it's a mission and it's expensive.
Yeah. So. But so hopefully the next time we post a video that has some epic views, you'll see a new drone. But I think that's going to be it from us for this first ever podcast. I hope you enjoyed watching or listening to it. And we'll see you in our next video. And if you are listening, we'll hopefully hear us in our next podcast.
Yeah, we do definitely want to do this again. Danae and I are chatterboxes, and we really love to talk.
Really? It's been like 20 minutes and we haven't shut up.
We were like, are we going to be able to fill a full...
Like 10 minutes? Yeah. Like, maybe 10 minutes, but now it's almost 20 minutes, so...
Yeah, we better end it.
Wrap this up.
So we'll see you guys soon. Our YouTube videos have changed. Moving from this point forward, there won't be daily. So we'll see you in a few days.
Yeah, we'll see you in a few days, and you'll get used to our new schedule. We'll maybe talk about that later on. But bye for now.
Bye.
Bye. Why do you say that? Bye.
Bye. I don't know why I say that.
Did you finish your tea?
I got a little sip.
Me too. Delicious.
I do that because you say, okay, bye. And then leave a little gap so that I can cut it there. And then I'll say bye, and then I won't use it anyways.
Use it. That's funny.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Well, here we go. Done.
Done.